Here's another one. This is Mulgrave. This was called the distant signal at Mulgrave. Now, you can't really see it. This is a modern type of signal. When I was a kid, I used to climb up the wooden pole with a black ladder on it. I'm going to see if I can find a video. And I was 16 years old and I had to clean the kerosene lanterns when I was up the top of the pole. Wind, rain, hail, sign. Now here's the point I want you to think at. Now there's the train, right? Now, so if I fell off that signal, who's going to find me? Look where I am. I'm out here at Mulgrave. Now let's follow the train into the station. So is the station master going to hear me from Mulgrave? I don't think so. We're following the train into the station. And that's old Mulgrave train station. When the train goes, when he does, come back to you. There goes the train. Look at that for an old car parking space. Wonder how long since the car parked there. This is Mulgrave. Now I'm going to bring it on a video. It's going to have white rocks on the platform. And just over there is the old kerosene lantern shed. That's right up this end. Now look what's right there behind the railway station. It's a motorway. Hard to believe, isn't it? And this is not the original platform buildings. No, they're all gone. The old Mulgrave signal box used to be about up here, opposite that green shed in the background. And the station master's office was there. So they built that there. The men's toilet will be just on this side. So they built that before they demolished that. So hopefully if I can find an old video, you might be able to see it. Look at the cars going past. Have a look. Here comes a couple now. They go flying through. Just goes to show how much the station changes. Well, 16 years old, come out here and clean these bloody great big old wooden kerosene lanterns up there on top of a pole. Wind and rain and hail. And you had a kerosene lantern and your box of matches. You fill them up with kerosene up there in the thing. And the old robber, and these gates were the same. They were still ding 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 go gates with a boom gate. It just goes to show. The old Chinese lady, she's still down there growing her veggies. I think it's her daughter now. So you can see the motorway up the top. Let's have a look. Mulgrave, M-U-L-G-R-A-V-E, Mulgrave. We used to call it Slut Cemetery. Yeah, all the country boys, look, they've got their country trucks. Let's get in and see, let's see if we can see something. Look at all the old farm stuff here. See? Look at this old house here. That was lived in when I was here. I wonder who owns it now. Oh, chook sheds and horse sheds and everything was here. Right opposite the railway station. And this little white house over here, that's the Asian farmers. There she's there, look, you can see her in the paddock. Let's have a look. Her mother and father started that. Can you see it? They've been living in that house there for 70 years, 80 years. Chinese or Vietnamese. Hello, give her a wave. Never wave, never say nothing. She's got vegetable farms right down there, all the way down. That's all they do. They grow them. See, look, they even got a tractor now. They never used to own a tractor. They used to do everything by hand. You used to sit there, see them ploughing everything by hand. And yeah, it's right next to the train station. And this is the old railway station master's house. Let's see if we can get in there and get it pretty close to that. A guy called Neville used to live in there. And people say, oh yeah, righto. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Look, it's all done up. Yeah, the railways have got to maintain it to a certain extent. You see there's no stairs, no steps up to the front stairs. It's all boarded up, all the windows are protected. Well, the old railway chimney. Yeah, Neville, the station master, used to live there in 1978, 79, 80. There's his little hut down the side for his lawnmower. But you want to know what the funny thing is? The floodwaters used to go over his porch. The what? Yeah, the floodwater used to come up halfway through the house. And he used to have to move out of there and move up there to the train station where he was the station master and sleep in the station. Because the platform was just that little bit higher. And there's a photograph of the floodwater. All this here is underwater. And the water was sitting right there where that white concrete is. That was the depth of the floodwater. A little bit of knowledge about Mulgrave. Got a photo of that there somewhere. And that there used to be the railway goods shed. And they used to bring in all your hay and grain and feed by train, by steam engine. And he used to shunt in down the sidings here. And I think you might be able to still see it. The railway goods shed slab. Yeah, it's a big slab of concrete. Look at that. It's a railway goods shed. And they built this as a turnaround up here because people come up here sticky beaking. I got a photo somewhere of a steam train sitting right there where that tree is. A steam train was sitting there. And the Seekers, the old Seekers, Judith was standing there singing Rockin', Rollin', Riding in a steam train song. I can't think of it. That was filmed right here at Mulgrave. What's her name? Judith? Judy? Yeah, the Seekers. There you are. There's a better shot of the old station master's house. That's another Neville. That's not Nifty Neville from Riverston. This is another Neville. He was regimental. He was like as if he was in the army. And there's a great big mushroom factory. It's still there. So see you later. I'm off. Like our motorway. Mulgrave's changing. Or Slut Cemetery. It's now the home of busways too. Look at this. See, that's why all that there's elevated. That's to keep the flood water out. So when it floods, the buses don't have to be moved. Because look at that sandstone they had to put in there to make it qualify above the floodwater zone. So people don't realise it. Yeah, all this goes underwater. Where's the dog food factory? There's a bloke I used to know who used to bring him in from up at Glossodia. And there's there we are, Premier Feeds Australia. He used to work in there. He used to start in there 4 o'clock in the morning packing dog food. Let's have a drive around Mulgrave. Then we used to come down here to the old auctions. You bring in all your junk. People used to pick stuff up off the street all over Sydney. And they bring it in here and they have an auction in there. Now look at it. It's rented out to a craning company. Well, obviously the owner's getting more money now because the crane company's obviously going to pay more money because they've got all their cranes stored in there. You? Oh, go away. Mind your own business. Satisfied? Dick. So this used to be all the old some goose is just bothering me because I've got a telephone, got a camera recording Mulgrave. I better not try it up. Anyway, how Mulgrave has grown up in the days. Hard to believe. So I mean, all this here goes under floodwater. Anyway, that's it there for me, Mr. Emerald. I'm going home. Lovely downtown Mulgrave.